Haitian Prime Minister Ariel Henry's resignation on Tuesday marks a watershed moment for U.S. diplomacy, which for the last 32 months focused on keeping him in power against the warnings of experts and Haitian civil society.
As you come on to the page, kindly hit the like bell and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so as yet. Thank you.
Under Henry, who served as acting prime minister and acting president, armed gangs grew stronger as the government's reach shrank, with the Caribbean nation becoming more and more reliant on an international police mission. It's maddening for the Haitians and it's maddening for me, and 2 weeks ago, if you recall, this situation was not at all urgent to the Secretary of State and the U.S. government, despite the fact that it has been urgent for 32 months, said Dan Foote, the Biden administration's former special envoy to Haiti, who in 2021 resigned in protest against deportations back to the country.
ABC News updated us about the Haitian unrest.
Well, Ariel Henry is out as Haiti is reeling from weeks of explosive violence. The acting Haitian prime minister says he will now resign in response to those gangs attempting to overthrow the government. The armed gangs on the attack, assaulting government buildings, the palace, leading a mass jailbreak, setting around 4,000 inmates loose on the streets. Our own Matt Rivers actually talked with the most prominent leader behind that ongoing armed rebellion in Haiti for a revealing interview. Here's a little bit of it.
He says the first step in the fight is to overthrow Ariel Henry, and then we start the real fight against the corrupt oligarchs and politicians.
Wow, Matt, incredible that you were able to actually interview him as we've been following what's been happening in this country. He's the most prominent leader behind this armed rebellion. Tell us more about what he told you, because I know he said the violence would stop temporarily if indeed Henry was to resign. He called it a public pledge, but will he stick to that? And what else did he tell you, Matt?
Yeah, so that's the big outstanding question, Kira, right now. And we really haven't heard too much from Barbecue as he goes by today, at least publicly. But we spoke just before this resignation happened. And so not only did I ask him, well, what do you want? He said, well, we want Ariel Henry to resign. Well, that seems to have happened. But I also asked him, if Ariel Henry resigns, will you have a ceasefire? He said yes, but he hedged that bet a little bit. He said it depends on what happens next in terms of how long that ceasefire will last. So what happened was that Ariel Henry resigned, and what he agreed to was a presidential transition council. So essentially a 7-member body that will take over essentially the duties of the president of Haiti. In Haitian democracy, the prime minister answers to the president, but Haiti's president was assassinated back in July of 2021, which is why Henry has held power for all this time. Now he's out, the presidential transition council is in, and what Barbecue is saying is, well, he has to kind of see how things go. He's not committing, very clearly not committing to laying down his arms for good. He says that if he's not included in these government conversations, if he's not included in these negotiations for how things are going to move forward, he reserves the right, as he put it, to pick arms back up. So I think what we need to take away from this, Kira, at least at the moment, things are calm in Port-au-Prince today, and that is a good thing given the humanitarian crisis that we've seen there. But how long is this going to last?
Right, and that humanitarian crisis goes all the way back to the earthquake. We have talked about the corruption. We have talked about the lack of leaders to be able to gain control in this country. The poverty is just out of control. What does the U.S. need to do? I mean, we know that Secretary of State Antony Blinken is headed to the region, but really, when you look at how long this has been a problem and how those gang members have had so much control for so many years, what is it exactly that the U.S. can do at this point?
Well, I think depending on who you talk to, there's a lot of different opinions on the role that the United States should play here. Some people think that the United States should even be sending troops to Haiti to help calm the security situation there. But I think most people in Haiti, most Haitian leadership, ordinary Haitians say, you know what, United States, you've done enough. Get out of our business. Remember that Ariel Henry came to power because he was backed by the United States in a power-sharing agreement shortly after the president was killed. And since then, Henry himself has become a symbol for that malaise that you just talked about there, and talking about poverty, gang violence, et cetera, et cetera. So I think what you would hear from most Haitians is the United States needs to back away and let Haitian civil society steer that country towards free and fair elections, choosing their own leaders rather than ones endorsed by the United States.
All right, Matt Rivers, we'll continue to follow the story with you. Sure appreciate your reporting.
Henry's resignation came as criminal gangs heightened their attacks on key installations in Port-au-Prince, including the airport. Henry himself was unable even to return to Haiti after an attempt to secure a Kenyan police force to bolster Haiti's national police. Henry, who was officially a transitional figure, was the longest tenured prime minister since the end of the Duvalier dictatorship in 1986. Though the State Department's support was officially intended to help him rebuild a government structure in the wake of the 2021 assassination of former President Jovenel Moïse, Henry had shown few signs of relinquishing power until he was shut out of the country. If you look at the background and the context, Prime Minister Henry has always been a transitional figure, State Department Matt Miller told reporters Tuesday. If you look at the way he came into office, the tragic circumstances, the assassination of the president, we have always called, along with Haitian civil society, Haitian political leaders, for a transition to free and fair elections and a transition to democracy, which of course requires stable security in which you can hold elections. Miller added that over the past few days it became clear, not to the United States, but to members of CARICOM, the Caribbean community, to members of Haitian civil society, to a number of Haitians, that the political situation under Henry was untenable. In response to the developing crisis, Secretary of State Antony Blinken has been busy engaging with Caribbean allies and Kenya to plot a path forward. After a phone call with Kenyan President William Ruto on Saturday, Blinken traveled to Kingston, Jamaica, on Monday, where he discussed the issue with Jamaican Prime Minister Andrew Holness, who hosted a Haiti summit that included input from the United States, Canada, Mexico, Brazil, France, CARICOM and some members of Haitian civil society via Zoom. We support the plan to create a broad-based, inclusive, independent presidential college that would, in particular, first, take concrete steps to meet the immediate needs of the Haitian people, second, enable the swift deployment of the multinational security support mission, and third, through that deployment, through a reinforced Haitian national police, create the security conditions that are necessary to hold free and fair elections, to allow humanitarian assistance to get to people who need it, and to help put Haiti back on a path to economic opportunity and growth, Blinken said in Kingston on Monday, adding that the Department of Defense doubled its peacekeeping mission support from $100 million to $200 million, and the United States pledged an extra $33 million for health and food security. State Department officials in a call Tuesday focused on deployment and funding of the Kenyan-led multinational police force. An official said the department's previous $100 million allocation to Haiti will be used to reimburse Kenya for its contributions and emphasize the dire need for the security assistance despite failed missions in the past. The international community, as well as Haitian stakeholders, are very cognizant of the mistakes of the past, a senior State Department official said. And they're taking proactive measures to ensure that they are never repeated. The official said that the new security mission has a crucial difference from those of the past because it will be integrated into the Haitian fabric of policing and security, rather than operating outside of that context. The CARICOM-sponsored plan for Haitian governance calls for a transitional presidential council that will have presidential powers and be composed of Haitians who agree not to compete in the next presidential election, have not been sanctioned by the UN or charged or convicted with a crime and who commit to supporting an international police force. That last requirement is not landing well among parts of Haitian civil society. We welcome the support of the international community. We are grateful that they are now really looking into how to make a commitment to Haiti. However, a true Haitian-led solution cannot be contingent on having that person accepting conditions they do not agree with or may not be in the best interest of Haiti and its people in order to be in a position of power, said Guerline Joseph, executive director of the Haitian Bridge Alliance, a diaspora nonprofit organization. Though the Presidential Council will include representation from a broad array of political groups within Haiti, the requirement to support foreign military intervention, welcome in an immediate sense or not, strikes a raw nerve in a country that since 1791 has been fighting to rid itself of foreign dictates. What has not been tried in Haiti, say experts, is allowing actual self-governance, with support rather than imposition from abroad. The international community has this wrong understanding that if there's no government in Haiti, it's just gonna go to S. It already has gone to S. It's been to S. Since Moïse got clipped, and it will get better if we just leave them alone for a little while, said Foot. And Haitians both in country and in the diaspora are bracing for another go at a familiar pattern. What I'm hearing from Haiti, from the Haitian community both in Haiti and in the United States once again is a, here we go again, because there were no Haitian representations, said Joseph.
As you leave the page, kindly hit the like bell and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so as yet. Thank you for watching.